Hi, I'm Steve, and this is my co-pilot, Lucy. Let's go flying. Buongiorno. Today I'm starting out at Rome, Ciampino. Rome Ciampino. It's technically an international airport, but I don't think it's much business. It was Rome's international airport before Fiumicino opened. Anyway, this is our plane, the Beechcraft Baron twin engine G58. I want to take this plane so we could see some scenery rather than flying really high in the jet. Okay, so today I'm going to take off from Ciampino, and this is Ciampino, yep. This is our route, and just to make it a little more interesting, more for us, this is where we're going. We're going to be flying down towards Latina, then cutting inland here by Pontecorvo, then heading out towards sea at Mondragone, and we'll be flying right over this little island, which is what? Ischia, I think, or something like that. There's another little one here, I'll see. On into runway 6 at Naples. It's an ILS approach. Today, ILS runway 6. Let's bring up that chart. Want to be at an altitude of 3,000 feet to intersect the ILS signal, and the frequency is 110.15, which is already set as the active frequency over here. Well, that's about it. Planning to fly at 5,000 feet, so let's set that now.
Ground Beechcraft Kilo Yankee India Victor Alpha India Romeo request taxi for departure to the south with Lima.
Beechcraft Kilo Yankee India Victor Alpha India Romeo taxi 2 and hold short of runway 15 via taxiway Alpha Alpha Alpha. Contact tower on
That's easy, only one taxiway. Alpha. Okay, I can
Taxi
find
hold
that.
short runway 15 using taxiway Alpha 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 Beechcraft Alpha India Romeo.
Alpha. It's some kind of glacier. I don't know why it shows up. Alright. Well, let's just be tech. Why start out here? Because this is where I flew after a little sightseeing tour of Rome. So I like to always start the next leg of this extended trip from Dublin to Durban, South Africa, from the place I started right now. There's a plane coming in. It's generated by the software. That was a generic plane, a GEN. Means it's the artificial intelligence.
Ciampino Tower Beechcraft Kilo Yankee India Victor Alpha India Romeo at runway 15 ready for departure south departure.
Beechcraft Kilo Yankee India Victor Alpha India Romeo hold short runway 15. Traffic is generic on the runway.
Yeah, I know.
Ryanair Tree 004 turn
Just
next
saw them
taxiway.
come in. There they are, way down there. Still on the runway.
Beechcraft Beechcraft Kilo Yankee India Victor Alpha India Romeo altimeter 29.907, wind 206 at 7. Traffic is generic on final.
Another one?
Departure to the south approved.
Oh,
Cleared for takeoff runway 15.
okay.
131.50.
I checked the weather before we started, so I knew 15 was the active runway. Live weather. Okay, let's go.
Beechcraft Alpha India Romeo continue for south departure.
Ciampino Tower Beechcraft Kilo Yankee India Victor Alpha India Romeo continue for south departure.
And momentarily here, I'm going to go on autopilot. So we're at our cruise altitude, 5,000 feet. And we're on our way to Latina. Next point.
Beechcraft Alpha India Romeo contact Latina approach on 126.55. Good day.
Okay, we just passed Latina, LAT. And now we're heading towards Monte Corvo. I will climb.
Beechcraft Alpha India Romeo contact Frosinone approach on 122.6. Good day.
Going to 122.6 Beechcraft Alpha India Romeo. Frosinone approach Beechcraft Kilo Yankee India Victor Alpha India Romeo 5,500 feet.
Beechcraft Kilo Yankee India Victor Alpha India Romeo Frosinone approach altimeter 29.906 continue as planned.
I'm no geologist, but Italy's very seismically active. They have earthquakes, they have volcanoes, and I think these mountain ranges are reflective of that in part. And once reach Naples, gonna do some touring there. And part of that, I plan to fly around Mount Vesuvius. Moving right along. Monte Corvo, 17 miles from Cipro, which is here by Ponte Corvo. So Ponte Corvo should be off to the left, sort of that direction when we get there. I don't know if that's snow out there, maybe. Interesting little valley down there. Next waypoint is T-E-A, T, or T-I, I don't know how to say that here. Then we'll be turning about a right angle south. We're going kind of southeast, more due south, out over to the Med, probably out to that island, and then out there, and then back into Naples. I'm guessing that's Vesuvius, but I can't be sure. Head over there. Start a descent now. I'm going to descend to 4,000 here. We visited Naples around 2008. We visited Naples, so 14 years ago, and at that time there was a garbage strike. The garbage there is collected by the mafia, and they kind of have a stranglehold on garbage services there, or did. At least that's what I understood. Anyway, there's a garbage strike, and so all the garbage was piled up in the streets. Wasn't very sightly. They told us then that Vesuvius is not a dormant volcano. It's going to blow up again someday. And the Italian authorities were encouraging people to move away, but nobody wanted to. Because the homes there have been in the families for generations, and they weren't about to give them up. So nobody wants to move away. Someday that volcano's going to blow. It hasn't blown in something like 1,700, 2,000 years, I don't know, do the math, 79 AD. And when it goes, it's going to take out a lot more people than it did when it took out Pompeii, because there's so many millions more people living there now. Slowing to about 135 knots true airspeed. So we're going to take our turn right over this little island. Get a little look at it as we turn. It was clearly, it's volcanic. You can see the crater there. All these islands out here. That one over there. There's some that are near Sicily that are quite active still, as is Mount Etna on Sicily, which was erupting when we were there. But it's erupting all the time. And if you lived here, you would hope this one is not active. I think that's Vesuvius straight ahead. Well, I'm looking at the actual weather report. The active runway is 6, not 24. The wind is, well, the wind doesn't really matter, but any pilot checking the weather, so-called METAR, METAR, would see the active runway is 6. And so this air traffic controls under the SIM air traffic control is really out of whack. And I'm just there we go. I'm gonna head down, get on the final now. I don't want to let the airspeed slip too much. And we're now on the V path, so it's going to get us down to 3,000 where I need to be. Vertical navigation will. So we're going to be landing the wrong direction, and the tower's not going to be happy, but I'm just going by what the real weather report said. This is really striking. The coastline along here is really striking. And south of Vesuvius, you have the Amalfi Coast, and I want to tour that by air at low altitude. A lot of little towns I'd like to take a look at. So, we are now on the localizer. That's the green arrow. And let's see if I can get the approach. I've armed the approach. And got GS in white up there. That's the glide slope. Okay, we're on the glide slope. I see the runway over there. Mount Vesuvius to the right. Sounds like it's going to sound like I know what I'm doing, but I wouldn't trust me to fly this twin-engine plane. It also looks like we're a bit oblique to the runway. I may have to do some adjustment to line up. We're not actually in line with it. See a tunnel. Very dramatic approach. Gear down. Interesting area to fly around just to look at it, I think. Full flaps. And I'm going to have to come off the autopilot pretty soon to get lined up because I don't. Really doesn't look like we're lined up here. Actually, we are. I'm surprised.
500.
Beechcraft Alpha India Romeo, you are not cleared to land.
I know.
Clear the runway.
Yeah, I will. Okay. You guys ought to read your own weather reports. That's my landings, but no harm, no foul.
Beechcraft Alpha India Romeo, acknowledge last transmission. Please acknowledge.
I don't want to talk to them.
Alpha India Romeo, did you hear my last transmission?
No. And after having arrived in Naples, my plan from here on is, after arriving here, I'm going to tour the area. Might take several flights, different directions, just to take a good look at it. In the meantime, I'm going to just say arrivederci and good day.